What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Diamond Owl Studios, the #1 place for music reactions. I'm Paper Chase.
And it's the one and only Diamond Don Juan, and we are back with another reaction just for you.
That's right, baby. We're back. What's going on, Don?
So today we are reacting to none other than Corona with the hit song Rhythm of the Night.
Sick. So I've heard the it's the rhythm of the night. That's all I know.
Yep.
No idea it was by Corona.
Me either.
One of
to be
my
completely
top
honest.
50 favorite brews of all time.
Exactly. And where do you know this song from?
Oh, that's such a good question.
Is it? Did they play this on SNL? Like what was it, Night at the Roxbury? I've never seen that movie.
This is fucking craziest thing ever, because the other day we were doing a reaction and on the recommendation right there, it said Night at the Roxbury. And while the reaction was wrapping up, I was like, don't forget to ask him when this is over if he's seen Night at the Roxbury. I forgot to ask you it.
Here we are.
45 minutes later, I was like, oh, I should ask him later once this reaction's done, and I forgot again. So
was this on it?
I think so. I mean, is that how it goes?
I think it was
so.
a different song that it's associated with. Maybe. I don't know.
The one you've never seen that movie?
No, I have not. Is it worth a watch?
Absolutely. That movie's a classic.
Okay. So the question is, have you ever heard this whole song?
I've never heard the whole song.
Okay,
I don't
there
think.
you go.
I've definitely never seen the video. So this is brand new. I'm excited.
Well, let's just jump in. I've never seen the video either. Obviously heard the song. It's been around. You know, it was a banger, but, you know.
Cool.
We're going to dive right in. See what's to be seen.
This is the rhythm of the night. The night. Oh, yeah. The rhythm of the night. This is the rhythm of my life. My life. Oh, yeah. The rhythm of my life.
Damn, opening up strong with some alchemical spells in the background.
This is hard, though. This definitely is not the song from Night at the Roxbury. Let's get that right. But, God,
was it on there? Maybe at some point, maybe?
I'm sure. I mean, it was like this dancey, club. This is like a club song for sure. What'd she say?
The river of my life. I was like, they're about to mess us up. I can't trust the closed captions ever again.
I think that was the line, though.
Was it?
I think they said the rhythm of my life. This is the river of my. Wait, I don't know.
This video is super trippy.
This whole song is just freaking a banger.
It absolutely is. It absolutely is. You know, when this came out, I wasn't really into I like house music now. Like I got into it later, like in the 2000s. But this song came out in the 90s, and I was like more into like hip hop. But I was going to like raves and stuff. You know,
was this considered like in that that techno type wheelhouse?
Yeah, I mean it's like early like house music.
Back then, was it considered like that though?
So house is like, yeah, I mean house basically has been around since like the 80s. It actually came out of Chicago, strangely enough. And like if you listen to like Kanye, like his music was definitely influenced by like Chicago house. So it's kind of one of those subgenres where, once again, you know, shout out to the gays. They're the ones who spearheaded, you know, house music and, you know, had a more like, it was an underground scene back then. So it was like warehouse parties, you know, a lot of like drag and stuff like that influenced, you know, the house music movement and scene. And a lot of people don't even know like any of that history of like where it like came from, sprouted from. But a lot of the artists that were like big, you know, in the music scene from that era, you know, were Chicago based.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I did not know that. Are you done with the interruptions?
Sorry, I had a call. I forgot to mute my phone. So
Do you need to take it?
No, it's my mom, but I'll call her back later. Mom, I love you.
All right. Well, let's get back to this. This song is just perfect, man. Like it's great. I love every bit of it.
Incredible.
Won't you teach me how to love and learn? There'll be nothing left for me to yearn. Think of me and burn, and let me hold your hand. I don't wanna break the wall of tears. Please think again, I'm on my knees. Sing that song to me, no reason to repent. I know you wanna say it. This is the rhythm of the night. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the night. This is the rhythm of my life. My life. Oh yeah. The rhythm of my life. This is the rhythm of the night. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the night. This is the rhythm of my life. My life. Oh yeah. The rhythm of my life. This is the rhythm of the night. Oh yeah.
So fun, dude.
This is the rhythm of my life. My life. Oh yeah. The rhythm of my life. This is the rhythm of the night. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the night. This is the rhythm of my life. My life. Oh yeah. The rhythm of my life. This is the rhythm of the night.
So the subtitles are definitely off, but but dude, that song start to finish was just like so much energy, so much fun, so much life. Like, dude, it got me in this moment, like I'm not even gonna lie, where I try to always be like hyper focused on the song, but I kind of started like I don't know, getting like lost in like this memory and this feeling of like, I'll 100% honest here. We don't hold anything back on this page, of like my first time ever doing ecstasy.
Yeah.
Like I remember it so vividly of just like being around dance and like, I don't know what happened there, but I started getting like real introspective of my life, like when I was younger. And I just started feeling like all these feelings I hadn't felt in forever. And the songs like this, it's crazy that like music like this can bring you back in time.
Absolutely. I mean, with the visuals were so trippy. I'm like, how have I never seen this music video before? Because I would have loved it back in the day. Like just keeping it at 100%. Like when I was like 15, 16, I started going to underground raves in Denver, Colorado. I'm so glad that, you know, I had that experience because it was so wild and so fun. I grew up in Colorado Springs, and I went to jail. I came out. They kicked me out of school and sent me to a group home. And I had this just like crowd of just absolute degenerate, you know, young criminals. And they were just like, yo, you got to come to a rave with us. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's like under some tunnel or some shit.
It was at a recycling center here in Denver.
Okay.
like, down by the train track somewhere. And there's like different map points. You had to go to like a location because the cops were trying to shut them down. They were all underground, right? Illegal parties, warehouse parties. And so you'd go to a location. You'd have to call, like they'd have a flyer. You call the number and they're like, meet here at this time. You drive there. And then there'd be somebody in a car and they'd be handing out flyers. And sometimes it got so bad, you'd have to go to like 2, 3, sometimes 4 different map points so they could just see if there were undercover cops or police cars tailing the kids around. So that's what we would have to do.
That's real high tech.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Nowadays, it's crazy because the underground scene is coming back big time. We actually had somebody in our studio when we first started the studio, know, who had part of some of that. And it's interesting how it's evolved now because now it's all encoded messaging apps and like they figure out how to do it like that. But yeah, I mean, man, I remember going to my first rave when I was a very, very, very young, very, very young. And just having like the time of my life. And this just brings me back to,
I mean, it was literally a life-changing experience. I think it was probably 96 or something when I went to my first rave. Maybe even 95.
Who was like big, like techno and house artists back then?
Like Carl Cox was big. Frankie Bones. Like, I think he's from Chicago.
Never heard of him.
Yeah. There's like, there's like a list. I mean, it's been so long. I'd have to go through the memory banks, but like Sasha and Digweed, like there's a bunch of artists that have been like around for like a long time, but a lot of it was like Detroit and Chicago house and like the female vocal thing, on that note, like, because a lot of the music did like spring out of like, Chicago and some of those areas, Detroit, a lot of it was influenced, strangely enough, by like gospel music. So a lot of, the artists like grew up in church, and singing in choirs. And so a lot of the music, when you listen to it, you hear these like incredible like female vocalists that were kind of raised in the church, singing gospel. And they actually have a lot of songs that have, that's one of the reasons I actually like it, because I feel like they took like a lot of that spirituality and that like singing and that praise music and incorporated it in house music. There's a ton of songs you can listen to and it's like, oh yeah, I can see like the gospel, vocalism and like even like the positivity and the messaging. That's why I like it now, because a lot of it is more like uplifting and like has a positive vibe, just like this song.
That's freaking awesome. I actually didn't know that at all. Yeah, I mean, just let's give shout out to this girl too. I've never heard of Corona. And I mean, that whole song was just electric. It was perfect. Like, this is the song. Next time I have a night out on the town, I don't care if it's with the boys. I don't care if it's with the girls. I don't care if it's with my mama. I'm starting it out with this song.
Yeah.
You know, this is just like the song to get you going.
Rabbit in the Moon. So the very first rave that I went to, and it was a life-changing experience. I did Molly for the first time. And I was like, oh my God, I love everybody. Like, I feel so connected. You know, you're hugging everyone. But the very first like rave I went to, there was a group playing called Rabbit in the Moon. And they had like a Roland, I think it was like a 505, but it has a laser on it. And so you can like change the tone like by like moving your hand over this laser. And so, you know, I'm rolling. I think I ate some acid too. I'm like candy flipping, you know. And they're up there playing, and you can see the laser, and this dude's like, whoa, whoa, like playing the music.
You're like, what?
And I'm like, holy shit. And then at the end of the night, I always remember this. We're like, you know, sitting there, the night's winding down. It's like 5 a.m, 6, sun's coming up. And I feel like this like drops on me like water. And my friend looks at me and like, oh my God, somebody's like splashing water. And we're all just like still dancing, but it's like winding down, starting to, you know, die out a little bit. And then it like becomes like more intense. I'm like, where the fuck is that coming from? Who keeps splashing water on us? And I'm like looking around. I'm like, nobody's splashing water. And then I look up and it's like,
it's raining.
It's raining. And I look at my friend and I'm like, oh my God, it's raining in here. And she's like, oh my God, it's raining. That's so cool. I was like, that's sweat. It's raining sweat on us. And she's like, oh my God, let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh, you know, that can actually like get you fucked up too, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then, you know, we're walking out and I'm like looking on the ground, finding bags of money, bags of Coke, bags of like everything.
All right, guys.
All right, we love you.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Peace.